New week and time for a new update. I was away this weekend, so this is the first video I'm recording. However, last week we of course had that move up, then that move down, while we had some escalations in the Middle East, and then during the weekend we saw some consolidation right here with a move up on Monday, which was also accompanied by a lot of open interest that got added, which is a signal that a lot of people positioned themselves in this move up. However, this Wednesday, so tomorrow, we have the FOMC meeting. So as I also said in the update, when you have an important red news folder like the FOMC this Wednesday, and you after the weekend on Monday directly push up on a strong open interest increase, then that's also like always something I'm a bit cautious of, because it can be a move from the market makers to push price up, find buyers, sell price lower so they can fill their orders, to hedge themselves for anything that could potentially come. We also have the Middle East, where things are not going that well. So yeah, all factors we don't have much control over, but we can just use the chart and see what we have. So overall, we are still in this big range with our range high right there, range low right here. And if we pull our volume profile from here, and we can see that here we have our value area high. That's exactly where we tapped into yesterday. We took liquidity above this high and then we sold off. And then here we have our value area low region from where we bounced here, deviated, retested it. So overall we are just rotating in this range. So yeah, nice range to work with. And right now we are around the point of control. So I never really like to do business around the point of control, because oftentimes that's where you see choppy price action. That's what you, for example, have right here. So you always want to position either at the extremes, right there, or if you have a really clean trigger. So what I personally see is we right now are right in the middle here. I don't see a clean setup. My areas of interest were this supply we have above here. So I was looking for potential shorts, but right now price is already showing quite a lot of weakness after breaking structure here. So I'm not sure if we get the entry in here, but I have my alerts ready for when we do that. And then we have some local demand, but it's not that significant in my opinion. Let's see, which we created Monday. It's also Monday's low. Yeah, that's Monday's low. And then below that we have weekend liquidity right here, which often likes to be taken out. And then we are already below here. We should see bulls step in here, and then it can be a rotation from the value area low regions again. But below here there's not much holding price up, so then we can also revisit the range lows. Tomorrow we have the FOMC, so that will be an important event. And right now on Bitcoin I don't really see anything too significant. We are right in the middle of this bigger range, and also in the middle of, you can see this also as a local range. And then we are also at the middle, so that's not an area where I like to position myself. If we look at statistics, then we have our weekly low right here, our weekly high right there. It's now Tuesday, so always an important day, where oftentimes, especially last week's, the pivot for the week got created. So we have a boat pivot on the Monday again. Then if we today, for example, take out Monday's low and then push up and then go for the Monday's high, then this becomes a very strong pivot, and then we can expect a bullish week. However, on the other side, if we fall below Monday's low and fail to bounce strongly, then Monday's high is a strong pivot, P1. This becomes a weak pivot, and then we can expect a bearish week. So pretty interesting week ahead. I would have liked to position myself around here. If we still come there, then I like to take a hedge short. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for the liquidity, weekend liquidity to be taken out, and then I'm looking for long triggers. Right now, not the area where I want to position myself for Bitcoin at least. Another interesting thing is that we are at which date? 17th of June. So we are past the half of the month. And as I always talk about our weekly pivots, P1, P2, we can also do the same for the monthly. And then we have our P1 at 5th of June, and our P2 is right here on the 10th of June. So I think it's like 97% of probability or something, at least very, very high, that one of the two will hold and that we will see expansion to the other side. And in that case, there can be quite some room for movement. So you can, like, right now we are right in the middle, so I would say it's a twinkles. But if you are bullish, you could say this is your invalidation and we go much higher. Or if you are bearish, this is our high, and then we will visit lower levels. So it will be important how the coming 2 weeks will form. And then we can make conclusions based on that. Right now, right in the middle, I'm looking for potential scalp opportunities in the New York session if we get something, but right now, yeah, this is looking pretty bearish. And with everything going on, I wouldn't be surprised for us to take out all this liquidity down below. Maybe if we form a local range, we can look for longs. Let's quickly go to USDT dominance. Last week, price came into this supply, then we rejected. We are leaving some liquidity behind right here, and we tapped into the last supply that was here before we went back to the lows. And we see that price is now bouncing while creating some new demand in the process. To me, this looks pretty bullish. So that's why I'm also a bit more bearishly, have more bearish expectations for Bitcoin opposed to the bullish one, because we have some nice demand left behind below this low, some liquidity and then demand. Here we have liquidity, and yeah, to me it looks like this. If we, where we are now testing this supply, if we push above this supply, then I expect us to also go for this liquidity, and then I'm pretty sure that we will take this liquidity and then eventually for that higher supply zone in which we did not tap yet. We did hit this supply, let me supply right there. We tapped into that already here, but we have more refined supply which is located in this area. So to me this looks pretty strong, which could mean that if this plays out and we indeed go for that high and then that refined supply, that Bitcoin could make its way back to the range lows and potentially even lower. So that's something to keep in mind. It can of course change, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was already our weekly high, to be honest, and that's why I'm interested in shorts as a hedge. But yeah, right now I'm not gonna take a short in here, so either short above here and then I get in, or I wait for a new trigger what develops. But yeah, as said, we are right at the middle of the range, so not that interested to take trades right here. We can have a quick look at ETH, for example. ETH is still in this range where we had a distribution. We left supply behind right here, did not tap it. We actually, looks like we had a pretty nice retrace in the OTE. Yeah, so we came into ETH OTE, cleared most of that imbalance, rejected. We are leaving some liquidity behind. We have a local range right here. Yeah, not that interested. I'm gonna delete it as well, because here I'm also interested if we take out that high, get a move into this supply, then I'm looking for shorts, because I don't like all these lows. Like this low is Tuesday, this is weekend liquidity, and then we have this liquidity trail from here. So yeah, to me this looks pretty bearish, so I'm interested in shorts from here or from here, and then targeting the range lows, and that's where I will become bullish again. Until then, this looks pretty constructive to me. Yeah, unfortunately missed an entry already there, but yeah, we can see what happens if maybe we get a push during New York, take out this high into supply, then I'm gonna take a short, because I'm pretty sure that these lows are getting cleared, especially with the news event tomorrow. Sol also had a distribution. We had that local range in the making. But yeah, it's not looking too good as a range because this is pretty aggressive, and this is also pretty aggressive price action. So I want to see, I'm interested in this lower section for potential longs, but I wouldn't say that this is the best looking range already. So I wouldn't be surprised if we stay here for a while. Also here, I'm pretty sure that we will revisit these lows. That's where I'm interested in potential longs. But if we first get up into this supply, then I'm looking for shorts because I think we can locally continue with this local downtrend until we reach the range lows. And then that's where I will become interested in longs. And I wouldn't be surprised either if we make a new low. So maybe that we come into supply, get down here, trap some people in longs, take out this liquidity. We have some local demand as well right there, and then from there make our way up again. So yeah, locally looking for shorts if we get a short trigger. What are the stats saying for the daily? Okay, well we see SUI. Let's see, we finally tapped into that gray zone I had marked out for a long time. That's where I wanted to look for longs. Right now we tapped into it, but I don't like this range as well because it's pretty aggressive going lower. So I wouldn't be surprised if we make our way lower in this region and then form something like an accumulation and then push up. So locally I'm not in a hurry to get into SUI longs just yet. Because I don't like this local price action here. We also formed the distribution, but I have my alerts ready. Below this low, I'm getting more and more interested into longs right now, too aggressive. DOGE, yeah, nothing too interesting. This demand below is very, we can quickly zoom out. I really like this demand right below it. If we tap into it, that's a high probability area for me. And until then, we have a local range here. We have a local downtrend right here with this meme trend line, but I always like to use it for confluence. Maybe if we can tap into that demand, come back, consolidate, break structure, and then make our way up again. Beside that, yeah, patiently waiting. I see the market is dropping ahead of New York. So maybe we can, if we continue dropping, get a little reversal during the hot zone hours, 12 to 15 UTC, and see if we can scalp something like there. And tomorrow we have FOMC, which proves to be an important FOMC. So let's see what happens. Then if there are any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching and peace out. Cheers.